how to deal with pesky imports and weak law. In Ireland we had something called the honour price. You had to be in Ireland for 4 generations before you had that honour price. They have a vote in America now, but I don't think everyone should have to vote. You can't just come into a country off a boat and start telling them how to run the place. My ancestors had the honour price. For thousands of years this works in these islands. America's only a few hundred years old. For thousands of years there was people coming to Ireland and Britain from abroad. And they hadn't got the honour price amongst the tribes until 4 generations. Then they could sit on the council, then they could have a say. And with the honour price came loads of perks. If you hadn't got the honour... So when the Normans were sent here to invade Ireland by the British Crown and the Pope, they had to fucking conquer them the next time they came because the honour price worked so well. And Gaelic law. So, the king, the Norman king, see the Normans are not the original Gaelish. They came from abroad. They're a mixed race. The Normans were a mixture between the Northmen, the Dan tribe, and the Gaels from France. So they were the Northmen, they became the Normans, yeah. So after a few, they went over and conquered England, but when they came to Ireland, they settled down and became like the Irish. To the stage where the English crown had to tell them to stop growing their hair like the Irish. The Irish used to comb the thing over, the hair over their face to defect spiritual sword blows or something like that. But anyhow, America's having a lot of problems. There's some gobby bitch giving loads of shit to people from the Senate, some Muslim board. What the fuck is a Muslim doing in the Senate in America? What? So this is what happens. You have to be up to faith. To get anywhere, the United States of America was made a great country by Christians, not by Muslims, not by anybody else, by the Christians. Not by Hindus, not by Sikhs, not by no one else. The Christian culture made America great. It's a Christian culture that kept America great. And now that the faith is weakening, and you have all these other races coming in, America's suffering a lot of problems at the hands of too many chefs spoiling the broth. The country being the broth, and all the different faiths and all the different religions are getting too big for the britches. They thought America was getting weak. So now there's an ideal opportunity. When you come to America, you have to get the generational honour price. That will keep everybody sweet. You don't get the vote until you're in so many generations. You don't get such and such Medicare and then you're in so many generations. You obviously have to look after people. You can't have her. And you don't get into the and you don't get the same pay or the same rewards from the country, from the system, if you don't have the honour price. Now most of the crackerjacks and lots of the descendants of the slaves in the Bible Belt, they will have the honour price. But you can lose your honour price, this is the thing. And not only do you lose your honour price, your whole family loses the honour price if you keep fucking up. So, it's a family run thing, you know. Gangs have it, sort of like gangs can have it as well. Like there's gangs over in London and they sort of have like a little honour price thing going on. You know, the West Indians in England have exactly the same ambitions as the Irish 3rd, 4th, 5th generations in England. But there's loads of other gangs coming in from abroad and they're causing havoc. They're reefing havoc. You got Somali gangs, you got Eastern European gangs, you got gangs from all over different countries just coming in and they're running amok. Simple as that. And it's contributing to gang crime and all. So the honour price has to be something that has to be earned, you know. And it's a very important thing because you're a man of honour and a lady of honour. These are things that have to be upheld and to be valued. They're valued in heaven. That's where we're all trying to get to. Eventually, people want to get to heaven, because the Most High says that you can't imagine the great things that he has. You know, your mind, he knows your mind, he created it. You can't imagine what he has waiting for you. Just why Jesus says, I go to my Father's kingdom to prepare a place for you. So basically, you need an honour price. This island needs an honour price. Like for instance, if you abort a baby, you lose your honour. You can't kill a member of the tribe. You can't, that's tyranny. If I turn around and say, well, I don't want me ex-missus anymore, or I don't want me missus anymore, and I strangle her, kill her, I go to jail. But a woman can turn around and say, I don't want this baby. And the person who made the other half of the baby has no say in it. That's tyranny. And then if they complain about it, they call the cops. The cops come in and they'll get really tyrannical on behalf of the fucking bitch. The murdering bitch. So, you can't abort babies. People that are not of the faith, they have a different set of shit going on. They might be into some weird fucking voodoo cult or some shit like that, you never know. That's why you should never give freedom of religion. Freedom of religion is the worst thing you can do. For instance, His Excellency Donald Trump and his excellent team are having a lot of trouble with people called deep staters. Well, what does that mean? Well, there is a deep state, and it's all over the world. Have you ever heard of domes? Deep underground military bunkers. The people that run them, they don't get elected. You think you live in a democracy, but you don't. So the president, he will probably try and gain access to these deep state military bunkers, because they were built by swindling money out of people. Half of them they don't even know that. There's only a few people that can get into them, and God only knows what's in these deep state bunkers. In the Bible it says, flee ye, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the land, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him at the time I will visit him. That's what the Bible says. And it says, I will uncover your secret and hidden places, O the Dan. Some people say there's one of them underneath Guinness's, that's why they have a 9,000 year lease. Who fucking knows? That's why democracy is the least form of governance. It's a crock of shite. It always degenerates into a terrible mess. It's very, very bad stuff. And that's what's happening now. His Excellency Donald Trump has it coming from all sides. How the fuck can a foreigner from, I don't know, Jalalabad, wherever she's from, just come into the United States of America and start mounting off at the president? There's no fucking way that should be going on. They have to change. Things have to change. One of the only constants in the universe, other than the rule of the Most High, that will never change. He will always be the ruler. He will always be the Most High. That's one thing that never. They say change is a constant. Now the tribes that live in America, they'll be 100% behind this. I know. I was asked to speak on behalf of the tribes before in this country, and this country gave the tribes a big fuck you. That's what they done, but I'm sure His Excellency wouldn't do anything of the sort. The tribes know all about the honour price. They definitely have an honour price. They're very good people once you get them on your side. Like if you were if you were Donald Trump and you had the loyalty of the Native Americans, you can get that easy enough. If Donald Trump had the loyalty of the Native Americans, like I do, I have loyalty from Native Americans and I'm loyal to them. That's the truth of it. The honour price would be easily installed. Because a small tight-knit community around a leader who has to indulge in a global action with his allies, the Native Americans are going to be very good warriors to have around. And they will comprehend and understand the value of the honour price, and the honour price could probably start with them tribes. They don't want to lose their honour amongst the nations, the tribes. So, something to think about. The honour price, 4 generations.